Welcome back to Let's Play Blood Will Tell. Last time a malicious fox started a very patient plan to kill us by locking down the town we're in.
Doesn't seem to be very high on his list of priorities at the moment.
Nah. Plus it would sort of wipe out Daigo's entire army if he's successful. So it's not the worst thing that's ever happened, but we are going to stop him. And there's a critical flaw in his plan that we're going to see very shortly.
Oh boy.
And I neglected to mention in the last video, but if you look above the health bar, there's now 2 empty dots.
Oh my god.
Yeah, killing that six-tailed fox got us a high enough regeneration stat that we now can hold 2 1-ups.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And how do you get a 1-up again?
You get 100 of those little jelly beans.
Oh, right. The little sphere coins.
What that mostly means is if you have a charge of Jukai's medicine, which is what they're called, you can continue collecting them. Because normally, as soon as you get 100 and that dot fills up, then any more that you collect are just wasted. But that's not the case anymore.
It's kind of a dick move, getting ambushed by foxes.
Mm-hmm. We should be used to it at this point, because this whole place is infested with foxes.
And merfolk, looks like.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell those things are.
Yep. The whole game is infested with those guys. I despise them. Get a delicious rice ball from the stables.
Or as they called it in Pokemon, a donut.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, stupid localizations.
Banking on American idiocy.
Mm-hmm.
And we can finally move on to the next part of the village.
Oh, goody.
Yep. Very familiar shaped map.
And we're going to be fighting Charlie Squad, it seems.
There's the barriers are up now, so...
Forced to fight.
Yeah. Even less options at our disposal here. Just all the hacking and slashing you can deal with. Which is pretty good. We're gonna refill our stores of ammo and health and whatnot. Be ready for the end of the stage. Demonstrating that they actually hurt you.
Yep.
Not sure that needed to be spelled out, but yeah, there you go.
Well, it's a big glowy fireball, so, common sense alone.
Well, some of them are blue. You might not necessarily think of them as fire.
It's like, ooh, it's a hot day. I want to cool down. But nope, still fire.
That blue fire is the worst kind, too.
Oh, that was easy. Ooh, invincibility.
Which is gonna make this fight even easier than it would have been.
Beating up a rock.
Yeah, I noticed that symbol on it for the first time, and I was kind of curious about it.
Yeah, it's Japanese for Kilroy was here.
I'd believe it. And with the barriers up, these sections are actually kind of easier, because you only have one way to go. You can't get lost.
Well, you also have a map in the top corner. If you're getting lost, there's something really wrong with you.
Yeah, but the map has, like, tiny little indicators of what's blocked off and what isn't. And you kind of, sort of, gotta trace it around with your finger before you decide which way to go.
Okay, yeah, I think I can kind of see it there.
Yeah. But with the barriers, there's only one way.
Was that the dash move, or did you just barely dodge spikes?
I didn't notice. It was probably the dash move.
Oh, okay.
Although Hyaki does have a dodge move that is not in the manual anywhere. Yeah, thank God I found out about it, because half the bosses are almost unbeatable without it. We're crossing the X that we crossed before. Making a full revolution here.
Are we going in the same direction, or is this a different way?
This is the opposite way. Remember when we saw the hay bales hang from the bridge?
Yes.
This is the bridge.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, is there another side demon over here?
No such luck.
Boo.
Just a barrier. I originally hoped I could shoot a mortar over the wall and hit it, but there's an invisible wall.
No such luck.
Yeah.
When are we gonna see the next demon then? Because I'm kind of hoping we get Hyaki's left nut back.
It's towards the end of the chapter, unfortunately. This chapter is barren of demons. There's actually 3 hidden fiends in this one, but none of them can be fought until after the chapter's been completed and you return to it on replay.
Huh.
Yeah.
And how would anyone know this? Does it inform you how many fiends there are?
Yeah, after you complete a chapter, it says
okay.
X fiends remaining.
Alright, I thought you just had to play through the game over and over again.
Yeah. They actually, once you've completed a chapter and you go back into it, they tell you exactly where the fiends are and all that.
Nice.
Yeah, they basically intend you to find all the hidden fiends on replay. And I'm just trying to sort of make it as efficient as possible and catch as many during the main plays as I can. I finally got to use the mortar to break one of those statues. Had to clear out some of those foxes, though, because they will interrupt that shot.
Oh, come on, you ran right into that.
It looked cool, though.
No, it looked funny.
Looked like I knew what I was doing. Fortunately, those turrets were not in the rest of the bridge, because, yeah, they get annoying when they cover the entire thing. As we saw last time. And for this final section, the fox has a new trick. He's hidden the source of the barrier behind the barrier.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why didn't he do that for all the other ones?
Because he's a dumbass fox.
I thought foxes were known for being clever.
Particularly these magical foxes, but what are you gonna do?
They're calling in airstrikes now?
Mm-hmm. And when those guys land, they actually will hurt you in that explosion.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's kind of annoying sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they'll drop a whole wall of them down on you. And I've neglected to mention up to this point, but the whole North versus South thing, in the source material, that's a direct allusion to Korea. Yeah. And the wall is named Banmun, which is named after a town on the border of the two Koreas called Panmunjeom.
Panmunjom.
Panmunjom, yes, thank you.
I'm sorry, I watch a lot of MASH.
That's appreciated. And, yeah, they changed it to the wall so that Let's Players could make Pink Floyd jokes. Little known fact.
That's darn nice of them.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Fortunately, I got my fill of those pretty early on. And that was 2 barriers down. And that's going to open up the one final remaining barrier. As soon as I remember where it was. Yeah, this whole barrier business adds a lot of backtracking to these sections that it really didn't need in the first place.
Well, they gotta pad out that playtime.
They sure do. This game is way, way longer than I thought it was when I first started playing it.
Over 80 hours of gameplay.
Asterisk 2 hours of original content.
Man, Kilroy was everywhere.
Yeah, he gets around. And finally, we are free of this village, haunted by foxes.
Yay! And we're just gonna leave everybody to the ghouls?
Oh yeah. They're Daigo's army, they're theoretically evil.
Ah, well, fuck those guys then.
Exactly. It'd be like saving the Nazis. Just gonna stock up with a few more cannon shells.
And donuts.
You know what it means when they drop a bunch of health and ammo on you.
Yeah, we got a mid-boss or a mini-boss or, hell, maybe even a full-blown boss.
And in preparation, I'm switching to my best sword.
Of course.
My best gal, the 7-body slasher. We're locked in, right in the beginning area.
Yeah, this spells boss arena to me.
Where do you think you're going?
Don't get in my way, Saburota.
Hey, not so fast.
What
I've
did
got
I just say?
Tahomaru. Orders to kill you.
Met the dude 3 times, and he's already going for our head.
Yep. Shouldn't Snake Eyes here be chasing after Storm Shadow?
Nope, he's all up in our business. It's a relatively easy fight. He's good at recovering from our attacks, but we're good at recovering from his.
And doing a quick little dash like that. You know, he looks a lot like Mitsurugi from Soul Calibur.
He's got the kind of generic look. He probably looks like 1,000 different samurai type guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he breaks out of our combos pretty quickly, but, I mean, he offers very little in the way of defending himself, so he's not much of a challenge.
Not too shabby. Hyakimaru.
Jackie, an emergency! Northtown's on fire!
What?
Oh,
Northtown?
this again.
Huh, it would appear that Lord Daigo has won this war.
Why, you... Dororo, what's wrong?
I stubbed my toe!
Hang on, Dororo. I'm coming for you. Saburota, we'll finish this later.
Or you could just finish it now.
Nope, we got
can see
urgent
the
business
game
to
here.
attend to.
You know that guy's just gonna come back stronger later.
Naturally.
Northtown is engulfed in a sea of flames. Daigo's army crushed all resistance in the north and laid waste to the city. Dororo had tried to sneak into Northtown, but was captured by Daigo's troops and was being taken to the wall to be executed.
I guess that's where you take people to be executed.
As we've seen,
Yep.
there he is.
Doesn't really look too concerned.
He's accepted his fate.
Dororo.
Oh shit, looks like we were too late.
Huh.
See, the secret is, after that Saburota fight, all you gotta do is not edit the footage to make it look like Dororo died. And then this will happen.
You son of a bitch. I swear to God, Daigo's army has no idea how to tie people up.
I mean, he used the sword this time, so...
Are you hitting on me? It's hard to tell with the eye.
And once again, non-lethal. This fight is a lot more action-packed, you might say. Or at least a lot more risky.
Not if you keep getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, exactly. That ranged sword swing is basically a hit scam. As soon as he does it, that's when you get hit. So it's really, really hard to dodge. You've got like a frame or two to get a dodge in there.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty difficult fight, but once you break through his defenses, he just gets wrecked.
Yeah, I saw. You were taking huge chunks off his health bar.
So it's a short fight, but he can keep you at bay for quite a while. I love ending with the Helmbreaker. Callback.
Hyakimaru.
Who the hell is that?
Listen to me, Hyakimaru. The man you just wounded is your own brother.
What?
Daigo is your father. Your own blood.
That's not true. That's impossible.
Man is my little brother? And
No wonder I kicked his ass so easy. It's genetic.
brother?
That. Hey, I called it.
Yep. To that crippling revelation, we've got our final fiend.
Just sort of scooting around on an invisible Segway.
Yep. He's a bit goofy, but, I mean, look at how much damage we're doing to him.
And
It's
not
negligible.
much at all.
Yeah, this is going to be a hell of a long fight.
Damn, even a cannon.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, because Hyakimaru is not into non-lethal methods in the comic book, he does not spare his brother's life after finding out that he's his brother.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And therefore, this doesn't happen in the comics. Tahomaru wants everyone to be a Cyclops.
I'm gonna guess you're gonna start to do even more damage to it now.
Yeah. That broke his crazy defense business. And he actually has pretty low defenses like the other foxes. So we're gonna do decent damage for a change. Now, of course, in the comics, this fight is the biggest anticlimax in the entire series and also the most ridiculous Deus Ex Machina. Because the fox comes at him, and Hyakimaru tears off his own prosthetic nose, throws it in the fox's mouth, and the fox's head explodes because the nose was a bomb.
Huh.
Yeah. Hyakimaru literally blows his nose to kill the fiend.
I can't. I just can't process that.
Yeah, it's by far the worst writing in the entire comic series. And then immediately afterwards, he regrows his nose because that's the body part that the fiend had.
Oh, that's lucky.
Yeah, so if he had regrown it sooner, the nose would have fallen off and probably exploded in the ground.
Well, that's darn convenient.
Yep. And if he'd gotten it later, he would have had to walk around with no nose for a while.
Well, back in this day, I'm sure there were plenty of lepers running around.
Probably true. Doesn't mean they weren't shunned like lepers. Dororo is actually a pretty big help in this fight.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. He's on the map. What the hell does he do?
He throws rocks.
Oh.
Throws a lot of rocks.
Huh. Oh, so he does.
Yep. Good chunk of health from that rock. And these sky doggies are full of ammo, fortunately. That's basically what you're supposed to do throughout these phases when he's out of reach. Fire on him. This is kind of a slow-paced fight, but it's different enough from the other fights in the game that I consider it to be pretty fun.
Yeah, it certainly looks interesting.
Yeah. It's a nice change of pace to close out the chapter. Of course, there's a lot of fireballs flying around. I think this is why they gave you the +2 fire sword earlier in the chapter, to deal with this guy. All of his fire. Now when he's doing this attack to summon the sky doggies, he takes considerably less damage. But as soon as it's over, he just gets wrecked by bullets.
And now do you get your dead brother's sword?
He's gonna need it, because he's not dead.
Ah, crap.
know you were fighting demons.
Even though that's all you were doing in town.
I may have helped you today.
The next time you interfere with my father's affairs, I'll get you. Even if you are my older brother.
So, you heard the voice too? Tahumaru.
Oh dear.
Yaki?
Oh, my chest! It hurts!
Okay, I'm thinking either a lung or part of a heart.
Smelling burnt toast. Left arm tingling even though it's prosthetic.
Aww.
Yep, it's romantic in a way.
They say on that day, Hyakimaru's heart grew 3 sizes.
And it's a really good body part.
So
Those,
it would seem.
Those stats are really going to carry us a long way. We're going to be a lot stronger
I got
next
my heart
chapter.
back.
Cool.
Can you hear it beating? That's my heartbeat. I can feel my pulse. I got my heart back. Dororo.
I can feel an arrhythmia.
So happy for you, Yaki.
It's the most excited Hyaki's been in the entire game so far. Now that he's not a heartless bastard. Since he knows who his father is, and he has a heart.
And finally, down came the wall.
You guys are all
Where are they going to execute people, though?
You made it back from Northtown. Did you see your home? How are your mom and dad?
Still possessed?
Our house was burning. I'm sorry.
That I set the fire.
Because you hid us in that little hut, we survived. Thank you.
You're not gonna cry? That's good. You guys gotta work together from now on. And help each other survive.
You know, because you're orphans now.
You're the head of the household now, Schlitzy.
Take care.
Ugh, I can see those two ending up like Grave of the Fireflies.
My lord, you are victorious. These lands now belong to you.
These barren wastelands.
Tahomaru.
I have a feeling that Hyakimaru shall continue to be a nuisance to us, my lord. As Lord Tahomaru is injured, may I be permitted to dispose of Hyakimaru?
Request granted. Take Midoro with you. He's the best horse in my entire army.
I graciously accept your offer.
Guy's really staring into your soul there, isn't he?
I'll get you, Hyakimaru.
He'll do that. Barely met us,
In
and
a
he
wicked
really holds a
twist of
grudge.
fate, Hyakimaru
What's with those
discovered that
eyebrows?
Tahomaru is indeed his younger brother. And if what the fiend said was true, it means that Daigo himself is Hyakimaru's true father. The very man who was ravaging the country with war under the guise of unification was his
War for
father.
unification. That's never
Faced
ended
with
poorly,
this
has it?
terrible truth, Hyakimaru's mind is ablaze with questions, doubts, and fears. Yet despite the onslaught of demons and the threat of Daigo's troops, he continues on his journey, hoping that the light he has been searching for does indeed truly lie at the end of his quest.
Ugh, this is a very odd story.
It's fascinating, though. But Chapter 4 was pretty decent. Hideously padded out. It could have been considerably shorter and would have been better for it. But other than that, I think it's pretty decent. An introduction of strong characters in a central conflict. Sort of a low point for the main section of the game, which is just beginning now. And thanks a ton for joining me, Vicissitude. It was real fun. Up next is going to be something of a bonus mission where we hunt down the hidden fiends that we missed, so look forward to that.